y'all, welcome to Scraps on Saturday. This is episode 2. For a list of supplies and measurements, check the information bar below for a link to my blog. And today we're going to work on an anniversary card. I'm going to do a little bit of embossing and some die cutting. And I'm going to show you guys just probably something that you've already seen before, but I'm going to use it for this card, so I'm just going to touch on it again. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab a scrap piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my powder tool on it. And I just need to make sure, okay, it is wide enough. Alright, I'm going to use this stamp here by Inkadinkado. Sorry, I'm kind of making a mess over here. And it doesn't have a name, it has a product ID number, and that will be on my blog as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and ink this up with some Versamark ink. And I'm just stamping on some fun foam because it just happened to be handy. I've got stamp pads that come in the close to my heart. Stamp sets, but this just happened to be close to my reach, so that's what I used. Now I'm going to use some Ranger Ultrafine black embossing powder here, and I'm going to set that fun foam aside, and I'm just going to go ahead and powder up my image. I'm not going to do a whole lot of cleaning up around this, just a few touches here and there, because it really is not going to matter because we're going to die cut this image out. Okay, I do see one spot I want to put just a touch more powder on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put my powder away, and I'm going to grab my heat tool. And we'll just go ahead and melt this powder. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to grab my Big Shot by Sizzix. And I'm not sure how much of this you're going to see. Like I said, it's a new camera angle. I know in my last camera angle you couldn't see hardly anything. So I kind of hope that this one's a little better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up. Just kind of eyeballing it. I know this image will fit because I've done it before. I just want to see. Alright. I'm trying not to shake the camera too bad. I've got to find a more stable position, I think, than what it's in now. So there is our stamped image, and now I'm going to grab this scrap of purple here, and all I'm going to do is grab a pencil, and I'm just going to trace the outside of the same die that I used come up a little bit. Oops. Hold on. I'm having a problem here. Okay. And you just trace the outside of your die. Which usually is not this difficult. I think part of the problem is I was trying to do it on the camera. And then I'm just going to cut this out. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My camera shut off. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere my card front together. I'm using some, this is just some scraps of some die cuts with a VU paper. I don't even know which stack it's from. It was just in my purple pattern paper scrap bin. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of eyeball where this is going to go, because I'm going to stamp a happy anniversary stamp at the top. And I'm going to use the grape jelly ink again. And this is, it's from a small stamp set from Stampendous. There we go. And I haven't used this stamp set in a very, very, very long time. So, and then I'm going to grab, I've got some of this purple paper that I used before, and I'm just going to clean up these edges a little bit. And then I've got this little bow here that I couldn't quite get rid of. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece down to 3 3/4 of an inch. And I think I'm going to cut it down to maybe 2 inches. And I just want to hey y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to switch memory cards. Okay, so while I was gone, I went ahead and embossed that little strip of purple paper we cut. And I used the Spellbinders Embossabilities Nobility file. And I used this this one here with, I guess it would be the inside pattern. So let's go ahead and move on with our card. And I'm going to use, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use some, I'm going to call it score tape. It's not actually score tape, but it's Thermoweb Craft Adhesive, I believe it's called. It's Thermoweb's brand of score tape. We'll put it that way. And I'm just going to use that just so I can guarantee that what I embossed is going to stick. And for some reason, I can't find my roll. So let me grab one. right, here we go. We'll grab. When you emboss something, you just want to make sure that you use, you know, just a little bit more adhesive. A lot of people use some wet adhesive, and I might go ahead and throw some wet adhesive on this as well. But the outside, I'm going to go ahead and use this thermal web because I don't want it to fall off or come loose. And I'm just kind of pressing that down before I peel the backing off. If I can peel the backing off. There we go. Usually I don't have as much problems, but I don't have any nails anymore. And this side I'm going to have a problem with. Alright, hold on. I should have just got these out to start with. Okay. There we go. And then I'm just going to grab a little bit of Glossier Accents here. Today is just not my day, it seems. Alright. There we go. Just a little bit of Glossy Accents in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and cover up that little bow there. There we go. And now I'm going to just use some foam tape to adhere my stamped image. And we'll go ahead and peel the backing off of that. Oh, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. Alrighty. There we go. And now we'll just go ahead and put that piece on there. And that's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.